Hello everyone, this is Mumbo and welcome back to another episode on the Hermitcraft server. It's episode 111 and today we're going to be having just a little bit of fun on the server. One of my personal favourite episodes that I've done recently was the episode where I went headhunting and I tried my best to get as many mob heads as I possibly could within a 2-hour period. Now we got like a decent number. I think we got like 4 or 5 legitimately. The rest of them we found around the base. But this is what our head situation is currently looking like at this point in time. It's going fairly well. Obviously, we filled up a full shulker box, but there's still a whole ton of heads that we still need to get. And you guessed it, I'm about to list them off for you. So, we need to get an iron golem head, which has got a 5% chance of dropping. We need to get a mushroom head, which has got a 0.5% chance of dropping. A polar bear head, which I don't think that's going to happen, 25% chance. Vex, which is a 5% chance. A llama, which is 5.5%. A horse, which is 50%, which I don't think is true. We got a skelly horse, which is 35%. A blaze, which is 0.01% chance. That's not brilliant. Ocelot, 10% chance. Vindicator, 25% chance. Endermite, 5% chance. Zombie villager, 5.5% chance. Cave spider, 0.4%. Donkey, 5%. Evocation, illager type thing, 100% chance. Horse, 5%. Wolf, 5%. Parrot, it drops every time. And then we also need to get a cat, a mule, and a wither. So, I guess this starts off the second 2-hour head finding session. Oh my word, I'm already getting scared. Plan number 1 is sort of unrelated to this exploration, but I really need to refill my rocket box. So I think it would probably be a good idea to do that right now because I imagine we're going to be flying a lot of places in today's Hermitcraft episode. Can you see how much faster I'm doing things? I swear I work so much more efficiently, but I actually have a bit of a deadline on me. Except I do things stupidly as well. That is not how to make a rocket. Okay, so plan number 1 is to nail the iron golem one. As I say, there's a 5% chance of that dropping, which means that if we can craft up enough iron golems using iron blocks, then we should be able to get an iron golem head relatively quickly. And the way that we are doing that is we are flying over to Tango Tech's iron farm, which actually I've just thought, that uses a vindicator. Are they the ones that have the vexes? Are they the ones that shoot the vexes? Oh, I'm not 100% certain. These things take so long to kill. Nope, nothing. And we repeat the process. I have to admit though, this is pretty satisfying. I mean, it's using tons of iron. We've used almost half a stack of blocks so far, so that's about 4 or 5 stacks of iron. And look how much I've got back. That's a pretty poor return on investment. But I mean, it is quite fun. These guys don't even fight back. You just keep punching them with your sword. Yes! We actually got it! Okay, so we have got ourselves 1 iron golem head. Okay, that is the first head of today's episode. That is fantastic. Wasn't expecting that to get so soon. Tango has just arrived on the server, so I think I'm going to ask him if I stand next to those evocators, or however, evokers, I think it's evokers. If I stand next to the evokers and they shoot out their vexes, I just want to make sure that I'm not going to do any damage to his farm. I feel like surely not. Like, surely that would not happen. Oh, it's difficult to tell. But did I just see some vexes? I did! That's pretty good. Oh my word! Oh! I don't want to be anywhere near those. Wow! Those things are brutal. Okay. So they're definitely something to be wary of. Jeez. Well, I managed to kill one of them. But sadly it didn't drop a head. What are the chances? 5%? 5%? You're telling me I have to deal with 20 of these things? Oh my word, this is going to be difficult. Right, I've got myself a bit of a technique now. There is 1 Vex left over, and he's on his way! He's on his way! These things are so brutal! Okay, that's all of them. Right, so I'm going to fly over here, get in the way of these guys, kind of run around, make sure that I don't get hit by those crazy clampy things, which I just did. And then take off and hope that there is a bunch of Vexes, which by the look of things there is. Now you have to be careful because these things seriously pack a punch. Oh, and there are way too many this time. This guy's coming for me. There's 2 of them coming for me. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. You just get completely written off. Yes! Oh, yes! We actually got one! Oh my word! Okay, I'm gonna stop that nonsense now. I can't believe it. I was just... Oh, I have been battered for probably the past 20 minutes. Oh, second ahead of today's Hermitcraft episode. Let's chuck that inside the shulker box. Alright, so we have got those two now. What comes next? I really want to try and get an endermite head. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through into my base where we've got like a resistance potion and everything like that. I'm going to pick up a whole bunch of ender pearls, and then the chances of getting an endermite head is 5%. So we just need to kill, on average, 20 endermites, and we should have that head as well. Oh, okay. Yeah, I actually think this should be pretty successful. I can just go back and forth. With this beacon, we're actually doing okay as long as I keep my food up nice and high. You can see that I don't get too close to death. I would have expected an endermite by now, though. Oh, there's one. No head. Okay, let's keep going. I gotta say I'm a little bit worried because I have gone through most of my ender pearl supplies now. I think we had around about 18 stacks, and we're down to our last few, which isn't exactly a good sign. I don't know how many of these endermites I've actually killed, and I don't know what the chances are of an endermite spawning when you ender pearl. But clearly it's not that good. Oh, we've got another one though. Nothing. We did it! With just 2 and a bit stacks of ender pearls left to go, we have got the endermite head, and that is the most rubbish head I've ever seen in my life. Was that really worth the time? I look like I've got a bucket on my head. I mean, seriously. Oh well, we can chuck it in the box. It's good enough. Right, now that we've done all that, I think it might be time for a bit of a hunt. According to my spreadsheet, and by spreadsheet I mean spreadsheets of paper all over my desk, we've got a 5% chance of getting a horse's head. Not 50%. I'm fairly certain that was a mistake. I think we've got a 5.5% chance of getting a llama, and we've got a 5% chance of getting a wolf. And I swear I remember seeing all of those things in this sort of area the other day when I was hunting for cows. Here's a bunch, here we go! Nothing from them? That's a baby llama, they're adorable! Oh my word, I forget that they can attack! I completely forgot about that. This is wild! But no heads. And definitely none from that baby. I don't even know if the babies drop heads. Well, one thing that I have found is the world border. I was not expecting to run into that, but I suppose I've travelled north for a long time. Yeesh, I do not want to go through there. I'm kind of looking for polar bears too. Well, that was stupidly lucky. That was stupidly lucky. I just flew in, I just spotted a zombie villager on the floor, thought I'd fly in and destroy him with my sword, and just first hit, down, and zombie villager head. So there we go. What are the chances of that one? The chances of a zombie villager head are 5.5%, so pretty high, 1 in 20, but still, that is lucky. And just as an update on time, we are currently 46 minutes into this entire process, and I really am struggling to find things, but that is a wolf. And now he's dead. It's funny what you find just flying around, isn't it? There's just an ender crystal there. Someone has placed an ender crystal, and then there's a guardian thing. I'm losing the ability to speak today. And now I've run into the other world border. It might be the same world border, I'm not 100% certain. I'd like to think that I wouldn't have flown around in a big U and come back to the same spot, but I am a bit like that. Either way, there are a ton of wolves around here. There's a few more of his mates around, but still nothing. I think I've probably killed about 20 of them so far. So, I don't know. Llamas make the funniest noise when they die, listen. Oh man, that's cool. This world border's got a lot of stuff on it. I might have to walk along this. It's got wolves, llamas. I'm gonna keep wandering down it. First horse I killed, and it dropped a head. Now I wonder if it is actually correct. I mean, 50% chance, that would make sense. So if we kill these two horses here, statistically, one of them should drop a head. Maybe it's not then. 50% chance? I mean, if we kill this guy... He's dropping down into a cave. Oh, he's dropped a horse head. I think it might be 50% chance. Definitely, because I just killed one of these white horses and it has dropped a white horse head. So we now have 2 different colors of horse head. I'm not actually going for all of the colors at this point in time. I don't want to get the full range. I just want to get all the different mobs and then we'll start looking into colors. But still, that's a nice added bonus. Okay, I can't help myself. I just found a bunch of different colored horses and I think I'm going to kill them all. I mean, I'm addicted. It's a bit worrying. Is that all of them? So I've got dark brown, white, chestnut, creamy, grey, and black. I feel like that's got to be all of them. I can't think of any different colours of horses. Maybe bright yellow? Is that a type of horse? I also just want to say there are a stupid quantity of horses in this area. I mean, look at this. Horses everywhere. There's literally horses everywhere. No matter where you go. And I've just managed to get myself a llama head by killing off a whole group of them down at the bottom here. We are being incredibly successful here. We have only got 1 hour left to go. In fact, we've got 56 minutes to go. We've been doing this for 1 hour and 4 minutes. And we managed to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm counting this as 5. 6 different types of head. That's good going. I think we're doing better than last time. Right, wolves. I really need to find wolves. Oh my word! That's the first one I've ever seen! I've never seen a polar bear. I've never seen a polar bear. A naturally spawned polar bear in Minecraft before. Oh, it's kind of quite cute. It's really sweet. Right, let's kill it and see if it drops its head. Nothing! Am I gonna have to kill its kid as well? Oh my word, these things are fast! Whoa! He's straight off. I don't even know if baby animals drop heads. Either way, that was a majestic moment. That was quite something. I want to find another one. I've just realised I am absolutely miles away from anything, and my elytra are running pretty low. I should probably start making my way back. Yeah, let's make our way back towards the base, so then we can actually get things repaired if needs be. That's a very promising sign. Just as my elytra are beginning to run out, we've just gone past the very broken ice spikes biome, so we should be pretty close by. I've still got my eye out for polar bears though. I can't believe we actually found one. Success! Success, success! We have got ourselves a wolf head as well. Oh, I was just flying into the base and I spotted a couple of wolves and I was like, oh, I might as well pop down and kill them. And it has paid off. Let us tick that off the list. Right, I mean, we're really killing it here. I'm going to go back and repair my gear and then, I guess, I don't even know where to go next. I genuinely don't know where to go next. One thing that I had totally forgotten about is donkeys. I'd completely forgotten the donkeys were in the game and I had completely forgotten that they could drop heads. So now I'm just on the lookout for donkeys, but honestly, I can't really remember what they look like. I mean, I'm assuming that's not a donkey. Is that a donkey? That doesn't look like a donkey. They're like boxier horses, right? Am I right there? I don't know. And I found it again. We have passed the Remember Me Bender and also Iskall lying and diorite. For some reason I seem to gravitate towards it. Is that a donkey? No, that's not a donkey. Man, I don't know if I'm going to be able to find any donkeys. Wait! That's totally a donkey, right? I think that was a donkey. I've concluded that yes, that was the donkey after looking at images on Google. I'm about 90% sure on this one. So now I'm on a bit of a hunt for them. And I'm heading in the complete opposite direction that I went beforehand, just so that we can generate maybe some fresh areas and hopefully find some fresh donkeys, essentially. Oh, I spotted my second set. There he is. My second polar bear. No! Oh, there's a 25% chance of them dropping a head. And my second one ever didn't, which takes our total up to 50%. So hopefully if we find 2 more by the end of this episode, we should get one. According to maths. I'll be totally honest, we have half an hour left to go, and I am not feeling as positive anymore. Like, we've done really well, and we did so incredibly well for the first, I'd say, hour and 10 minutes. But now we're struggling. I think we're coming to the difficult ones. Like, these are definitely the tricky ones, and I'm getting nothing but ocean here. I swear I've been flying. Look, it's pure ocean. As far as the eye can see, finally we've loaded up an island. But I ain't seeing any donkeys, and I certainly ain't seeing any polar bears. It would really catch me by surprise if there was any polar bears over here. But horses and donkeys... I mean, that could be a little bit more likely. That is the tallest birch... Do birch trees normally grow this tall? I have never seen birch trees this tall before. Seriously? Do they grow that tall? I've never seen it. I've been playing Minecraft for like 7 or 8 years, and I swear to you now, I've never seen a birch tree that tall. Oh, maybe just the flying around and unsuccessfulness is starting to drive me a little bit crazy. I think I've just managed to find another one. I swear I saw it. Yep. Okay, so there he is. Whoa. I was not expecting him to kick off like that. And I don't think the kids do. I don't think the kids drop them. Jeez, they're fast as well. Nothing. That is the third polar bear I've ever seen. And it didn't drop his head. I got excited then. I thought I'd found a bunch of polar bears. It was a bunch of white sheep. Now, I actually, believe it or not, hadn't realised that you could get polar bears in Ice Spikes biome. I know that sounds ridiculous, but I hadn't realised they spawned in there. So I am going to keep an extra lookout for them now. But they are so rare. They must be one of the rarest passive mobs. Given that there's so many llamas up here, I thought it might be an idea to try and get at least one other colour of llama head. I know that we're not going for the different colours, but I mean, it would be foolish for me not to take this opportunity. That being said, I'm not getting particularly lucky at this point in time. It's a 5% chance, so hopefully 1 in 20. That's the way these things generally work. And I've probably killed about 15. So, that scared me. There it is! 1 white llama head. Nice! Okay. Right, let's chuck that in there. And I mean, it's looking pretty impressive in this area. Still, no polar bear and no donkey though. When I needed llamas, I kept finding horses. Now that I'm looking for horses and donkeys, I keep finding llamas. That being said, I'm now a little bit excited because I've just made my way into a snowy biome with yet another Ice Spikes biome. So we could be in for some polar bear action once again. You really have to keep your eyes peeled for them though. They are surprisingly well camouflaged. Oh, I'm struggling. Jeez, I really have gone far away this time. I've hit the world border again. I always seem to go off in this direction, but I am 10,000 blocks out from my base. 11,000, probably about 12,000 actually. That's a long old way. But it's all in the pursuit of the polar bear. I've kind of given up on donkeys at this point. We only have 18 minutes left. I do think that it may be an idea for me to start making my way back though, because my elytra are on their way out just a little bit. In fact, quite a lot. I hadn't realised how bad it was. So we've got about 15,000 blocks to go. Are they actually going to make it? Oh, I'm wherever an Ice Spikes biome. I don't know if I've been here before, but I'm definitely looking for polar bears. And there it is. The wonderful milestone that is the Ice Spikes biome. We are running very low. I'm very glad that I decided at the time that I did to come back home, because otherwise we would have been in trouble. Can you imagine being 12,000 blocks away and having to walk back? Can you imagine how long that would take? That would take a long old time. Elytra are amazing. And we have made it back home and safe. The challenge is now over. 2 hours is finished. My elytra have completely run out, or at least almost. That was very close. I was starting to get a little bit worried towards the end there. But also, this is our selection. So we managed to get Iron Golem, we managed to get Vex, the Endermite, the Zombie Pigman, Zombie Villager, that's the one. We managed to get a horse's head, and a llama head, a wolf head, and then a white llama head as well. Now, I would say we have done a pretty good job. Those are actually quite challenging ones to get, so I'm fairly proud of myself on this one. The ones that are still remaining are Mushroom, We still need to get Polar Bear, which is really frustrating me because I so thought we were going to get one considering how many we found. We still need to get a Skeleton Horse. We need to get Blaze, Ocelot, the Vindicator, which will be very tricky. We need to get a Cave Spider, a Donkey, also frustrating. The Evoker. We need to get the Parrot, the Cat, the Mule, and the Wither, as in the actual Wither boss. Those are the only ones that are remaining, but as I say, pretty chuffed with that selection. I hope that you enjoyed this headhunting episode of Hermitcraft. I really enjoyed doing them, so who knows, there might be another one in the future. But anyway, if you did enjoy it, please hit that like button, and if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later.